Felters, and welcome back. How are you all? What have you been up to? Are you doing much felting? I know I've done quite a bit lately. So it's the 6th of June. So I've just been videoing the intro and outro for my workshop video, and yeah, the workshops were really good, and I do have plans to do more workshops in the future. Because I was at the workshops, I was felting alongside. I didn't quite finish items, but I had some half-made Highland cows and herdwicks. The past few days I've whipped through and I've created these 3. And then I've also created another sheep. I'm just giving myself a bit of a break to create whatever sheep I want, going through some of my wools, and it's just really nice to have that freedom. I've got my videos are quite up to date on YouTube. I'll have this one and another one already made. So this month, what are we doing? Oh yeah, no, just going back to the workshops. I have to say there was a lot, because it was an intermediate workshop, there was a lot of exchange of information, which was so nice, about things that we do, people that we follow, shops that we buy from, where we get wool and supply. Well, that's the same thing, shops that we buy from. But I just found it so useful. Andrea, who was absolutely lovely on the workshop, she mentioned, and I'm going to mention it to you, Little Oak Dolls, OKE Dolls. So I have wanted a stab mat from Seraphina Fibre, which is just this little thing that you hold and then you can get the edge of ears, because I use the coasters quite a lot and I've wanted this for a while, but postage from America is so much. But Little Oak Dolls has a lot of the Seraphina Fibre supplies in this country. So buying this UK cost me £27 from Little Oak Dolls. I priced it out from Seraphina Fibre and it would have cost £38 with all the postage. So if you like the Seraphina Fibre kits and supplies and all the little things that she does, Little Oak Dolls is a UK based company, which hopefully you'd be able to get things a little bit cheaper. It's obviously not, this was £12 in the US. So, and then if it would have been in the US, it wouldn't have been much at all, but it would have been 38 to get it posted to me. So £27, it was a bit of a saving, and I'm really pleased with it, and I've been trying it out. And thank you, Andrea, for that recommendation. So yeah, we had a lot of chatting about people we follow and things like that. So that was really an unexpected thing that I got from the workshops too. This month, so I have got the Wool Monty coming up this weekend. I've also got, I keep forgetting, I've got Yummy Yorkshire on the 23rd, but on the 22nd I've now booked onto a International Felt Makers free workshop on natural dye making, because I've been doing a little bit of dyeing of wool and just having a bit of fun. And you know, I've never been to it's called Armitage Mills in Leeds, and I've never been to sort of their centre, their hub, so I thought that would be really good, and I'll try and take you along. And then also I've got Rotterdam visit at the end of the month. So we've got quite a lot on already, but I'm trying to make just a few different breeds of sheep, and I'm having a bit of fun with it, using up some of my wools, going through my wools. It's so nice when you've got all that stuff stored up and you just keep looking at it thinking, I really must do something. So yeah, I've just made this little one. I'll get you a close-up of her. I think it's a her. Well, she's not quite finished. I've got to finish around the hooves, and then I'm going to do a Jacob sheep, a Swaledale, but I'm going to have a range of sheep. So in my head, I'm constantly thinking about Yarndale and how it's going to look on my stand. So yeah, lots to do, lots to get on with already, but thanks for being here. And along with all the different types of sheep, I am washing up some Blue-Faced Leicester. But I'm using this Power Scour unicorn fibre, and you use just the tiniest amount. And I think this bottle was really expensive, so I'll try and I don't even know if I can link it in my Amazon shop, so I'll let you know how this goes. I'm on about not with just this. I soaked it overnight and rinsed it a couple of times, and then a second one of this. And there's still loads of dirt in the water, as you can see. So I won't give up on it just yet. I'll do another one, I think. So here's the wool all drying, and just to say that when it first comes out, it looks quite dark, so it should dry a little bit lighter. So reserve judgment for when it's all dry to see how well or how much you've washed out. Here's the wool all washed up. I wouldn't say I noticed an amazing difference by using that. And I also noticed that it doesn't have the washing powdery smell, which I quite like when I wash wool. I like it to smell like it's been washed. But yeah, very pleased with it. Definitely some beautiful locks in here. I'm going to use it. I don't know where I bought this from. Probably at a fibre festival. I'm not sure. I really am not sure where I got this one from. But yeah, it's really, really nice. I finished this guy. He's a Jacob sheep, and actually he's one of my ultimate favourites that I've made. Really, I'm really pleased with him. I love him in the lineup, so here they all are. And then I'm on to the next one. So I've got all the bits and pieces sort of all made up and ready. This one I should have finished today. I've got all the wool ready and all the wool for the coat. So in all, I'm going to be doing 10 sheep breeds, and this is a valet that I'm working on now, so I thought I'd have a little chat with you. And it's really great because I haven't done a valet sheep for ages. I used to do them all the time. Sometimes you get a bit fed up of doing the same thing, so it's nice to have a lovely break. But the valet sheep were really popular, and this lineup of sheep, I'm definitely sort of working towards Yarndale and having them sort of look good on display. So I'm not going to sell them before then, and they'll be good for social media too. I went to the Wool Monty over the weekend, and it's just lovely. It's just so nice to meet people running their businesses with such passion, and they do it so well, and it's inspirational, and it's lovely to be able to film it and show people. I always say to myself, oh yeah, so I went on the Saturday and I was quite tired because it's a lot of walking and I've got a bad foot at the moment, and then the next day I'm always like, oh, Sunday, just relax. But no, I always just crack on with it, edit it, and it takes ages. And it went into Monday as well a little bit. It's just everything's fresh in my mind, so I kind of want to do it then. That's why. And then, you can start the week without having to do loads of editing. And on a plus note, we have moved to Virgin Media. And it's the super fast broadband. And just so you know, so when I was uploading before, it would take me a half an hour video would take me about 2.5 hours for it to upload to YouTube, and it's not a problem. It would just sit there, but I'd have to sort of make sure I'd do it at the right time, and then I'd have to watch it, make sure it didn't sort of jump out and not do it. But with the new Virgin Media, it took me about 4 minutes to do a really long video. So from that point of view as well, that's going to help me with when I do my courses, because I'll do sections of the course and upload it, and it's going to take an hour, so I can't do anything whilst it's doing that. But if it's going to take like 2 minutes, that's going to be incredible. So I shall be in a much better mood, hopefully. So we have Yummy Yorkshire coming up, which I'm not really panicking about. I'm just going with what I've got. And there'll be some items that I just want to sort of sell at a good price. Because, if you have items you've had for a while and you want to get rid of them, just lower the price. They'll probably go. People are always trying to support you and buy smaller items. So, so I've got what I've got, and I'm not panicking. I might do a couple of small Highland cows over the next week, but these sheep, so I've got, this is number 5, and you'll know whether I've completed them because you will have seen it. Hopefully I will have completed them. So I've got another 5 to go. I'm going to do a Suffolk sheep, a Swaledale, Dartmoor grey faced, a Border Leicester, and a Kerry Hill. I think that would be a nice selection of sheep. But anyway, yeah, crack on with this. So the lineup continues. I finished the valet. He does look really, really fluffy. He's not quite so fluffy in real life. And then I've just done this one, which is a Scottish blackface. So enjoying the lineup. And I'm just doing, this one is going to be a Ryland sheep because I've got some good wool. And I dyed these up. I dyed them first off, it was like a pinky colour, and I wasn't very happy with it. So I added this to that pinky colour once it had dried, and I kept looking at it thinking I wouldn't use it. And this is like a blue, and it's got sort of some purple. The white stuff in this wool, I don't know what it is. It was from World of Wool, but obviously the white won't dye. But yeah, quite pleased. So you can see the change in colours. So it's not one colour. I sort of tried to do speckles, but I have bought the citric acid to try with the dyeing, so that'll be interesting to see if I get better uptake with the citric acid for the speckles that I'm trying to do. I wanted to show you, this is I'm trying to do a Ryland sheep in a brown because I've got some of that brown wool I've got in order to pack. Sorry about that. But look at him. He just looks weird and awful at this stage. They look so funny, so you have to really trust the process. I mean, look at his face. Just looks very bizarre. But I'll show you him in a minute when he's all done. So it's Tuesday the 18th, and we had quite a sick dog yesterday. Just sort of recovering. She's recovering, so that's really good. We think, so a while ago, probably about a year and a half ago, we think she got stung by a bee and then had an epileptic fit sort of 10 minutes after. That's the only thing we can link it to. And then we went past the same place and it appeared that she got stung again. I don't know, she sort of showed as if she had a leg injury, and you stop and you sort of rub it. And then we thought, right, she's limping a little bit, walk her home, or pick her up and walk her home. And then as we got closer, she seemed a bit better. Well, I was on my own, my husband carried on with the other two. And as I got home, she started to almost, it was like an anaphylactic shock. She stopped, she was struggling to breathe a little bit. And luckily we were right by the house, so took her down the vets and she's all fine. And we had to take her back down later on in the day because she still wasn't right. But she's had steroids, I think it's steroids, and then tried to get a painkiller in her and she just wouldn't have it, and she has been vomiting. But that was yesterday, and she slept really well and she's a lot better today. She's just sleeping. I'll show you down in the bed in my office, and my husband's taken the other two out and we're going to give her some food and see how she is. But you know what it's like when that happens, you're all a bit watching them and you can't really do anything else. So sort of recovering from that today. But yeah, fingers crossed she's okay. And we think it was a bee sting again, which is not very nice. So I'm not going to walk past that place again because there are beehives there. They're not active. They're not out. You know, it's just an unfortunate thing that she might have trodden on a bee. But yeah, at least she's getting better. So I'm cracking on with my sheep. I have got Yummy Yorkshire. So it's Tuesday and I've got Yummy Yorkshire on Sunday. And I have only got one of my nice little cute Highland cow. So I really, even though I'm thinking, oh, I'm not going to worry too much, I think I've got to do a couple. So after this sheep here, I'll show you what I'm doing at the moment. I think I'm going to do a couple of Highland cows because I know they are very popular. And it just seems like we're really, really busy each weekend for the next sort of 3 or 4 weekends. We've got lots on, but yes, I'll show you this little sheep I'm doing. So here she is sitting on the stairs. Are you feeling a lot better, Gracie? She says, yes, I'm waiting for my sister to come back and then we're going to have some food and try and see if we can keep it down. But yeah, she's much better. And here is the brown sheep that I'm doing. He's a Ryland sheep, but in brown form, using that wool that I dyed up. But it's actually taking a long time to get all of this on. It's longer than some of the other sheep, actually, because I have to, I'm using a fine needle to try and make it attach really well. But he's going to look like a teddy bear when he's done. So this is how far I got in the lineup. I managed 7 and I just had too much to do, but I did a TikTok on them, put them on Instagram, just used them for a bit of social media. I'm going to definitely do another 3 at least for Yarndale, but yeah, pleased with them. So I'm out walking Gracie. I thought I'd just have a quick chat with you. There she is down there. So my back's been a bit bad for the past 3 days. It's been twinging when I bend down when I pick things up, which is not good. The craft fair's on Sunday, so I'm going to have to call it tomorrow as to whether I'm going to do the craft fair or not. Hang on a sec, I'm twisted in the lead. Yeah, if my husband came, set up for me, and then left me and then came and took it all down, I might be able to do it, but is it going to be worth it? Because I haven't got that much stuff. We'll see. So I'll make a decision tomorrow and I might have Sunday off, who knows. But yeah, I have worked with horses most of my life and my back's been fairly strong. But I guess because of that, at some point, you know, we all suffer from bad backs. It's good to keep it moving, so that's why I'm walking Gracie. It's the bending down that's the issue. So yeah, it's a lovely day. And I'm in trainers, which is that point of summer where you can get rid of the walking boots and put your trainers on. How lovely is that?
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears aren't proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy.
So here we are in the garage, and I have purchased these two display panels. Just trying to work out better ways in which I can do the bags. And also my husband's going to use these for his pictures. But yeah, I'm getting there. They come with these hooks, so these were quite good. I'm quite pleased with them. I think it was about £80 for both, and they're fairly sturdy. And then just to show you what I did with my mushrooms. So these are, there you go. I've put my little mushrooms in gift boxes, and they're called Positivity Shroom, here to make you smile. So I'm just going to see how they go as little gift sets and see if it's worth, because hopefully I've spoken to my husband, and hopefully my back will be a bit better for Yummy Yorkshire. I think I'm going to go for it and push through. But yeah, these would be good to have a load of these at Yarndale. I think they'd look really nice, and they hang up really well on here, so that's good too. And the reason why I really like them is that because you can take the top off, and that will fit in my car. That was the issue I was having with this big one, is it's just so big getting it in my car, but that will fit in quite nicely, and it's really quite light. And also, I haven't shown you this yet. This is a big trolley to help with unloading from the van, which sort of extends out, and it's the largest one I could find, so I'll get that out at some point and show you that when my back's feeling a bit better. So there we go, that is all craft display stand stuff, and some up there too. You really need room to store everything. You can't, you need a garage or somewhere to put it all. So I've just dyed this up with lots of, well, kind of speckles, so losing it a bit. But you see how the water is clear at the edge there? That's what you really want. You want it to be, it's a bit tricky to show you, but you can see there, that water there is clear. But I'm looking forward to this. I'll show you this when it's hanging on the line. I did a lot of colours in this one. It's got a whole range of colours in it, and it looks, some of them are definitely speckled. So yeah, really pleased. I'll twist that up, show you it all twisted up. And I wanted some of the white. I didn't want to lose all the white on this one. So yeah. And here they are all twisted up, and I am really happy with them. I have 3 all the same, even though it was a squish to get them in that metal tray that I had, because I just wanted them all to be the same colour. I didn't want to do 2 and then do 1 afterwards, because I'm not very good at this. But yeah, I'm really pleased with them, and I will try and crochet them up into something in the future. So Felters, it's Saturday the 22nd of June, and right now I'm on my way to, or I'm just about to go to Leeds Industrial Museum, to Armley Mills, which is part of the International Felt Makers Association. It's where they hold a lot of their workshops and events. So I'm really pleased and interested to go and have a look and meet some of the ladies there. The workshop is in natural dyeing techniques. So I know it's not particularly needle felting, but I'll show you a little bit of it because it's still how to dye wool, still quite interesting. My back is sore, but I am doing the craft fair tomorrow. My husband's going to help me quite a bit, so that's good. And it should be fine on the workshop. We're only dyeing little pieces, so let's go. Lovely sunny day. So we dyed up using onion skins, and the other side was dock leaves. I did everything I had in onion skins, and so it was looking at different materials. We also used a bit of iron on the pieces after we'd dyed them. So all of these types of material were dyed in the same vat, and they come out so differently. And those were different types of felt and pre-felt. So yeah, really interesting. This is some of the other ladies' work. Had a great time. And then downstairs, the International Felt Makers Association had an exhibition called Entangled. So I'll just show you a few pieces from there. So here's my stand all set up, and I kept it a bit simpler. However, I still struggled to get everything in the car. But I've got one of those new stretchy green tablecloths underneath, and then I put the blanket one on top, and it worked really well. You know, if it was windy, blowing in the wind, it wouldn't sort of move as much. Testing out my new green displays, but yeah, really happy with it. So many people were super complimentary about everything, and even though I didn't have my best pieces there, I'll tell you a little bit in a minute, I was trying to sort of do some of my sale pieces. And then I just can't resist showing you a couple of the other stands. This lady's doing crochet, really cute, quite small crochet. I watch a lot of crochet vlogs at the moment and see all the stuff that the ladies are producing sort of over in America, and I do love some of the crochet items. And then this was a card lady. This is an octopus. This is not, I've bought an octopus pattern for crochet that's sort of all been going round, and look at these little mushrooms, very, very cute. I always think this chap's very eye-catching, the fact that he lights everything up. So he transforms old tins. And then this is my friend Helena. She does the most amazing tea towels and things. She's called the Proverbial Hare. So it's Tuesday after the craft fair. It's the 25th, and yesterday I just put a lot of stuff on Etsy. I wasn't as tired as normal, I think because my husband helped quite a bit. So I sold £195, which I know is not a lot for a craft fair, but it was a lot quieter. I mean, I know of one person that literally sold one item for the whole day. So I think that's a general, at this time of year, people don't spend that much money. I always have quite a good time in April, good time at Christmas, but I do find the summer months people aren't purchasing as much anyway, apart from the fact that everyone is strapped for cash at the moment, and we have the election, which that seems to affect people's spending quite a bit. But yeah, but I was more than happy with it. I took a load of items that I really wanted to sell, because when I go to Yarndale, I'm going to try and theme my stand a little bit more. So I was really pleased with it, actually. Even though if you take out the £39 it costs to go there, it doesn't seem that I've made that much, but on a day like it was, I was really pleased. I've got to get my pieces in for Art Week on Sunday. My husband's going to take them down because he's putting a couple of pieces in, so I'm making a second Highland cow in a much lighter colour. And then, so one of those three back there are going to go with this one. So there'll be the two Highland cows in Art Week, and I think that'll look quite nice on their little stands. It's really hot today. It's 27, which for us in the UK, it's hot. So we've walked the dogs already. We try to walk them really early when it's that hot. Dawn has purchased my, because I put quite a few things on Etsy yesterday, Dawn has purchased my lovely blue flower picture. I'll put it up here, but thank you, Dawn. I'm going to be packaging that in a minute. So I've got those other 2 pictures that I've done, but because they're glass, I really debate selling them and posting them basically. And also I've put my otter on, but UK only, because the thought of something going abroad that's so delicate, I don't know how you package things. It must take a lot of packaging to make sure things arrive properly. At least UK based, it's only a couple of days travelling, but yeah, so yeah, thank you, Dawn. So I'll be packaging that up for you now. But yeah, just cracking on with this guy about to do his hooves, and then I've got Rotterdam on Friday. We're going, and I just wanted to show you these because you guys know I am a tester for World of Wool, so they sent me these. It's their new dread felted yarn. Really interesting. So they're great, you know, for macrame, rug felting, all sorts of other crafts. But with regards to me, I mean, I'm going to dye them. They say that they'll soften up once you dye them as well, and they'll take up the dye quite well, I reckon. But I was just wondering if you guys got any idea, what would I do? I guess I could do a sheep effect coat with that one. This one's really fine. I'm going to have to sort of crochet it. It'd be good for weaving. But yeah, this great thick one, what would you do with that? It's really interesting, lovely stuff. So really pleased they've sent it to me, and I'll dye that next month and show you. And also I'm going to get a World of Wool advent calendar this year, so very excited about that. I am going to do a sort of vlogmas. I'm not going to do it every day. I think that's really boring for people, but every couple of days I'm going to have several advent calendars to open as well. So yeah, but yeah, really interesting. Dread felted yarn, slim, medium and large. Here is Hamish and Hazel all finished, ready for Art Week, and they're on their little stands. The stands aren't included in the sale, but I just think it's nice to raise them up a bit off the table. But even when I looked at the sheet that I put in last year, they looked quite low down on the table, but hopefully this will get people's attention. And I've filled in the little labels. I've put my tag on there as well. See, there's a little tag thing. And if they don't sell, they will come to Yarndale. So they have to be submitted a week before Holmfirth Art Week, because it takes them a week to set it all up, and because I'm away, my husband's going to take them down for me. But I'm pleased that they're a pair. I quite like them as a pair. So I'm going to finish this vlog here because I am going away for the weekend. We have got Crafty Fibres have invited me onto their stand at the Great Yorkshire Show on the Wednesday, so I'll be there for a couple of hours doing examples of needle felting, and then we've obviously got Holmfirth Art Week, which I'll get you some footage, and yeah, lots more felting to do, getting ready for the big one, Yarndale. So thanks for watching, and take care everybody, and we'll see you next month. Have a wonderful month.